Thank you for joining me for practice. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And in the description is a link to the Patreon account. If you'd like to offer a donation, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Move the flesh from your sit bones. Sit tall. Hands gently placed on the lap with the palms facing down. And close your eyes. Take a moment just to go inward. Just by closing your eyes, we shift the brain waves to a more relaxed, calm state. And we preserve some of that outgoing energy that leaves through the eyes. We keep that internal. And just check in with yourself for a moment. Notice how you're feeling this morning. You can check in with the 5 layers of the physical body, the energetic body. Notice how the mental body feels. And even the higher mind and the emotional body. And take a moment to acknowledge the higher self, the witness or seer, that which observes all. And rooting yourself firmly in that witness or seer, begin to watch your body breathe. The inhale comes in through the chest, down to the ribs and into the belly. And exhale as the belly draws back to the spine, the rib cage comes closer together and the chest softens. So we're going to inhale the descending breath all the way down towards the abdomen, belly, and exhale the ascending breath back up and out. As the breath comes in and goes down, notice there's a coolness to the air. And as the exhale comes up and goes out, notice a warmth. Inhale fresh prana entering the body, fresh oxygen, nutrients. And exhaling out anything that needs to go, carbon dioxide, any toxins. Even some of the heavier emotions can be sent out through the breath. And if you haven't already, add in the ujjayi sound, the ocean wave or whisper type sound to the breath. And continue to watch this very gentle motion, inhaling in and down, exhaling up and out. When we tap into the breath, there's not only nutrients and energy coming in to feed the body, but also even just that gentle rocking motion, soothing for the nervous system, calming for the mind. Two more, please. As you finish the completion of your exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart and let your thumbs touch your sternum, bow your head to your hands. So we'll set the intention for the practice today to work on extending the exhale breath so that we create the condition for more calm and relaxation in the body. And also the elimination, to let go of whether it's a physical tension, maybe it's a mental or emotional thought pattern, anything that's been feeling as if it were kind of bogged down or held in the body, it would like to be released. And in the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali offers this suggestion that by extending the exhale breath, we can reduce the agitation in the mind. And that helps to lead us towards that state of yoga. So if there's anything that you want to add into this, something maybe you're conscious of course, this is the time of year of letting go. We see this happening in nature, and we understand ourselves to be very much intricately connected to all things in nature. And whatever we can shed here during this autumn season makes it a little bit easier as we enter into the deep dark of winter. So take a moment just to set that intention. And then place your intentions here in the heart. We're there surrounded with love. And we'll begin the practice with a chant of Om 3 times. Deep inhale in. Take a long exhale out and really let go. And we find that by that long exhale, we're facilitating a greater inhale, a greater bringing in of the new and the fresh. Deep inhale in. And just lower your chin to your chest. Lower your hands to your knees. And inhale, take the right ear to the right shoulder. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. And exhale the left ear to the left shoulder. And keep going back and forth, inhaling right ear to right shoulder. Rolling through the neck. And exhaling left ear to left shoulder. And just keep moving at your pace. You can link the breath to the movement, or you can let the movement happen independently of the breath, as long as the breath is continuing to flow in and out. One more to the right, one more to the left. And then find your chin moving towards the sternal notch, letting the head grow heavy. And feel that little bit of a tug along the spine. So all those spinal muscles that support the spine, the erector spinae, just feel them here, getting a nice lengthening, a nice stretch. And then gently release your head to neutral and open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up over the head. Take a full breath in. Stretch and lengthen through the side bodies and waist here. And now exhale, reach your fingers as far away from you as you bring them back down to your side. And really feel like you're letting go of any tension, sending it out through the fingertips. Let them actually touch the earth. And repeat that again. Inhale, turn the palms up, full breath in. See if you can get a little more space in the ribs now. Lift up out of the hips. Exhale, reach the fingers away, extend and send any tension you want out through those fingers, just giving it away, eventually grounding it into the earth. 3 more here with your breath. Lift the sternum, lift the collarbones. Exhale, keep the height of the spine as you let everything else relax. Utilizing that Ujjayi breath. 1 more here. Very nice. Now leave your right fingertips down on the floor. Inhale the left arm up and over the head and walk the fingers out. Press the left hip away. Extend from the hip through the top arm. Pinky finger rotates towards the floor. Draw the head of the shoulder into its socket. And keep softening right ear to right shoulder. So completely release that. And then see if you can send your breath a little deeper into the left lung. Navel rotating deeply to the left. And traditionally here, gaze would be up at the inner arm. So as long as that doesn't bother the neck, you can look up. And take 2 more breaths here, please. Keep leaning back with your chest. And now lift with the left arm, slowly come back up into seated. Keep your fingers extended and just feel for a moment. Just feel the right side versus the left. Observe the body. And then do the other side. Walk the left hand out, reach the right arm up and over your head. Now push the hip away from the fingertips, soften the ear towards the shoulder. And as much as you're reaching away, you're still drawing the head of the humerus into its shoulder socket. And then lean back with your chest, navel rotates to the right. Stay heavy through the hips. Make sure the hips don't come off the earth. Last 3 breaths here. If it's comfortable, you can look up at the inner arm. Keep the chin drawing in. So we're still in a variation of Jalandhara Bandha. Last 2. And then lift up with that top arm, slowly come back up into seated, and once again, just feel. So this time of year, as the seasons are changing, we're in this Vata season, so moving slowly, deliberately, only doing one thing at a time is really key. And taking in that sensation, really experiencing it here, helps to soothe our nervous system. Good. Let's come into tabletop position. Hands are going to be under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet press firmly into the floor. So inhale, lift heart, lift sit bones, look up. And exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. We're just going to take 1 full breath here. So 1 inhale, 1 exhale. And then bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, heart lift, sit bones lift. Bring the sternum forward through the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Observe the body. Each time we go in, a little more space. Bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. So familiarity in our practice really helps us to feel that the body unwinds a little more quickly. And if we don't practice as frequently, then it might take a little bit more time. At the completion of your 3rd breath, inhale, heart lift, sit bones lift. This time we're going to exhale all the breath out here. Empty the body as completely of breath as you can. Hold the breath out, don't breathe in, and now move into downward facing dog and suck the diaphragm deeply in and up under the rib cage, keeping the belly hollowed out. No breath enters until you need to. And then just inhale, exhale here, whenever you need to take that breath in. Repeat that again. Inhale, bring the knees to the floor. Heart lift, sit bones lift. Stay in tabletop. Exhale all the breath out. So you're pulling the abdomen back towards the spine, emptying out as much as you can. Now hold the breath out. Don't breathe in. Lift sit bones up and back. Down dog. Utilize this inversion, the slight inversion, to suck the pelvic floor, navel deeply in and up underneath the rib cage, hollowing out the belly. Only hold the breath out to your comfort level. And then one more. Knees to floor. Inhale, heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, all the breath empties here. Keep the breath held out as you move back. Inhale, exhale when you need to. And then bring your knees to the floor. Take your sit bones to your heels and just rest for a minute in child's pose, or if you prefer, take your hands towards your heels and round your upper back, so embryo. Let everything relax. Notice the layers of gripping in the shoulders. Even if you've let go, see if you can let go more. Last breath here. Good, and then arms come forward, back up into tabletop, heart lift, sit bones lift, downward facing dog for just one breath here, and then we'll walk our feet forward to our fingertips, and then open the feet hip distance apart for standing forward fold. Make sure that your body weight is forward just slightly in the balls of the feet so your sit bones lift high. If you need a micro bend in your knee, please take one. Otherwise, keep the legs straight. And then watch the tendency to roll to the outer foot. So press into the inner foot just a little more, maybe even noticing how that affects the inner thighs, connects us to the inner groin and pelvic floor. So we're going to move in and out of a little bit of dynamic action here. We're going to inhale either fingertips on the shins, or you can have them lined up with the toes. But inhale, lift away, create an extension through your spine, and now exhale for a count of 5 as you slowly go down. Good. Now inhale for a count of 5. Reach away, like monkey pose. And now exhale for a count of 6. Good. Inhale away. Exhale for 7. Slowly letting that air out. Take your time. Again, inhaling for 5. Either exhale for 7 or see if you can go to 8. And then inhale for 5. See if you can reach 9. Inhale 5. And exhale 10. And now just stay, return to 5-7 breathing. So we'll leave the exhale 2 counts longer than the inhale. And from here, we're going to lift one foot, your left foot or right, place the toes all the way to the crease of the wrist, and then do the same thing on the other side, Padahastasana. Bring your body weight forward so that the pad of the foot is pushing into the palm of the hand. And those of you with a little more flexibility may be able to bend the elbows out to the side, drawing the crown of the head towards the earth just a little bit more. Maintain that 5-7 breathing. Keep taking the navel in and up on exhalation. One more here. Good, and then release your feet. Bring your hands to your hips and keep a little bit of a bend in your knee and scoop all the way back up to standing. And then find Samastiti. Take your time here. We were down for a while, so just let the blood slowly drain out. And notice your nervous system. Notice the calm in the body and mind when we really slow down. All right, so we're going to come to the front of our mats. Big toes are touching, space between the heels, hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, sink into chair. Stay for the inhale, lower the shoulders, tailbone under, lower belly lifts. And exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale to monkey pose. Hands can be on the shin or floor, flat back. And then we're exhaling and stepping back to downward facing dog. So from down dog, bring your feet together. Come onto the balls of the feet. Inhale the right leg up in the air. Exhale the left heel down. Inhale the right leg as high as you can. And then exhale, swing it through to the fingertips for warrior one. Spinning your back foot flat, heel to heel alignment. Inhale as you rise up. Now stay for the exhale and sink just a little deeper into the posture. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Lengthen as much as you can through the waist, and now exhale, reach over that front leg and keep a micro bend in the knee if you need to, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, pivot on the ball of the back foot, bend the front knee for high lunge position, hardest forward, and exhale to downward facing dog. So to Vinyasa, we're going to inhale to plank position. For the first round, bring knees to floor. Squeeze the elbows tight into your side, tops of the feet ground. Inhale, elbows and shoulders pull back, cobra. And exhale, navel up and back for downward facing dog. Feet are together, balls of your feet. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right heel down. Inhale the left leg as high as you can. And then exhale, swing it through for warrior one. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you sink deeper into the posture. Inhale, straighten, elongate the waist. Exhale, push the heel away from the crown of the head. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen until you can't go any further. Now fingertips to the floor. Inhale, pivot. High lunge, bend the front knee, let the heart come forward. And exhale to downward facing dog. We'll take 5 full breaths here. If you can, try to maintain that 5-7 breath. If that's too much, try 5-6. Remember, those longer exhales help to calm the mind and relax the nervous system. And one more here. And on the exhale, bottom of the exhale, rise onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale right up into monkey pose with a flat back. And then exhale and forward fold. Bend your knees, arms reach chair. Stay for the exhale, sink a little deeper, lower the hips. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. So that's one round. Let's do that again. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, sink into chair. Stay for the inhale, lower the shoulders, tailbone under, lower belly lifts. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, monkey pose your way, but a flat back. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to downward facing dog. Feet together, balls of your feet. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the left heel down. Inhale the right leg as high as you can. Exhale, swing it through for warrior one. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, stay in the posture, relax the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach up out of that waist. And now exhale, push, push, push away so you get as much length in the spine as you can. Fingertips to the floor. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. High lunge, send the sternum forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time we'll take traditional vinyasa. So inhale to plank position. Leave the knees lifted, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes for upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Feet are together, balls of your feet. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right heel down. Inhale the left leg as high as you can. Exhale, swing through, warrior one. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you sink and soften. Inhale, straighten, elongate your waist. Exhale, reach. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, pivot for high lunge. Heart is forward. Exhale, down dog. Good. 5 breaths here. Keep hollowing out the belly at the bottom of each exhale. Remember that longer exhale gives us the opportunity to let go. Two more. The bottom of the exhale, rise onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose with a flat back. Exhale and forward fold. Bend your knees, arms reach chair. Stay for the exhale and sink deeper, so go low in the hips. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, hands to heart. We just have one more here like this. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, chair. Stay for inhale, open heart a little more. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, monkey with a flat back. Use the sternum coming forward to create length. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are together. Balls of your feet reach the right leg up. Exhale the left heel down. Inhale the right as high as you can, and then exhale, swing through. Warrior one. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you sink. Inhale as you straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pivot. High lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank position. Knees lowered or lifted, your choice. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra if the knees are down. Up dog if the knees are up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are together, balls of your feet. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right heel down. Inhale the left leg even higher, reach. And exhale, use that space to reach it through for warrior one. Inhale as you come through. Exhale as you stay. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pivot. High lunge. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Steady your gaze, steady eyes for a steady mind. Good. At the completion of your last exhale, come onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, inhale, arms reach chair. Stay and go deeper. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands to heart or down by your side, Samastiti. So no matter which stance you're in, find your feet grounded. Lift tall through your spine. Shoulders stay relaxed away from the ears. So we're also coming into a new moon phase, and that new moon energy is a slowing down as well. And this is a great opportunity to set new intentions for the coming moon. However, at the same time too, we're in this seasonal change of letting go. So we can even just think of it as a clearing out to be surprised by what comes in, what that new might be. One more breath here. Good. Staying at the front of your mat, bring your hands to your hips and just step your right leg back to a short stance. So about 2.5, 3 feet. Your heel to heel alignment, but you can account for the width of your hips. You're going to push into the ball of the front foot and press firm to the heel of the back foot. And place your hands onto your sacrum. So one hand on top of the other. And we want to make sure that we feel underneath the tops of our hands the position of our hips. So inhale the right arm up. Again, we're lengthening through this right side body. Exhale, just come down halfway, reaching the crown away from the sacrum. Make sure the hips feel even and that they're not popping one over the other. Inhale, press equally into both feet and come back up. Let's do that again. Exhale as you go down. See if you can get for a 6 count exhale, Inhale, come back up. 5 counts. Exhale, go down. See if you can go for a 7 count exhale. Inhale, keep the spine flat, come back up, and we'll repeat it. Go down for 8 count exhale. Arm stays in alignment with the ear. Inhale, come back up. 5 counts as you breathe in. Exhale for 9. So as you're coming down, keep that head, torso, tailbone in a straight line. Inhale and come up. And see if you can go for 10. Exhale. Inhale and come up. Good. This time we're going to reach both arms up in the air if it's comfortable. Otherwise, keep both hands on your sacrum. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale. Do one more, that 5 count inhale, exhale, 10 counts. And then as you come down for 10 counts, reach, fingers on either side of the foot. So if you need blocks, please place them on either side of the foot. You can have your fingers in a finger stand. We'll inhale, reach our heart forward like we're in monkey pose. And then we're going to exhale and just soften over the leg. Head and neck is relaxed here. Breathe deeply. See if you can stay with at least 5, 7. So 5 count inhale, 7 count exhale. Or if you can maintain like 5, 8 or 5, 9. Now keep pushing in the ball of your front foot. Back heel anchors back. Squeeze those inner thighs towards the midline. The more firm we are in the legs, the more the upper body will release for us. Navel hugs back on exhalation. Notice the layers releasing. Two more. Long exhales, calming the nervous system. Good. Look forward. Press into your feet. Bring your hands to your hips and scoop your heart back up. Step forward and just feel Samasthiti. Feel grounded in both feet, both legs. Really anchored to the earth. Let the blood level out. And we're going to do that on the other side. So hands to hips, and we're stepping the left foot back to a short stance, 2.5, 3 feet. Heel to heel alignment, back toes angled slightly. You can account for the width of your hips. Press into the ball of your front foot, press to the heel of your back foot. You want to feel nice and stable right away in the legs. Now hands onto the sacrum again. Keep checking in with the back of the hands for the position of the hips. Inhale, the left arm is going to lift up in the air for a count of 5. And this time we're exhale, we're going to come down for a count of 6. Just to halfway. Try to keep that spine straight. Inhale, come back up for a count of 5. And now exhale for a count of 7. Inhale, count of 5. Exhale for 8. Hug the navel in. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 9. Inhale. See if you can do 10. Inhale, come up. Now both arms can reach up, or you can keep your hands on your sacrum. It's a little bit easier. Extend through the spine. Now you're going to exhale your nice long breath here. Keep lengthening, lengthening over that front leg. Reach out of the waist, and then when you can't go any further, hands come down. Hands on either side of the foot. You can utilize your blocks if you need them. For a minute, fingers in a finger stand. Let the sternum come forward. And then exhale, just melt right over that leg, and we're going to stay. Now you can still imagine those position of the hips that you were feeling before. Keep the hips level. Squeeze the inner thighs toward the midline. You want to imagine you're holding up a block between your inner legs, even though they're separated. Completely let go through your head, neck, and shoulders. Surrender. And then each exhalation takes the navel in and up under the rib cage. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Can you maintain 5, 7, or maybe you can go a little longer? And the more stable your foundation, the more the body will let go. Last one here. Bring your hands to your hips, press down into your feet, slowly come up to standing, and then step forward. And just feel in Samastiti here how anchored and grounded you are in your legs and feet. Like they've become tree trunks rooted deeply into the earth. It's hard sometimes to go slow when we live such fast-paced lives. But there's a lot of wisdom in that. There's a lot of wisdom in going slow. There's a richness that can come forward. Okay, so taking your block, if you have one, between your inner thighs. If not, you can do this just with legs together. We're going to move in and out of some dynamic chair. So you want to squeeze this block so that your inner thighs roll backward, helping to create a little more space in the sacral area, and also activating the inner thighs. Inhale, the arms are going to reach up, and exhale, sink into your chair. Now, inhale, stay here. Lower shoulders, tailbone under, lower belly lifts. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, take your arms behind you like wings. Palms face up. Exhale, just bring your arms through. And then inhale, keep the knees bent, arms reach back overhead for chair. Exhale, contract your abdomen. Let your back body lengthen. Inhale, arms behind you like wings. Exhale, just the arms come through. Inhale, lean back to chair. Okay, we're going to do this with your breath. Exhaling for a count of 6. Inhale, arms for 5. Exhale for 6 as the arms come through. Inhale for 5 as you lean back. Good, let's try for 7. Exhale. Inhale 5. Exhale 7. Inhale. And one more, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your feet. Slowly rise up. And exhale, arms by your side. Take a moment there. Still squeezing your block. Feel that strength and stability and support for the spine. Good, and we'll release the block. Big toes are touching, space between the heels, or feet hip distance apart, hands in front of the heart center. Inhale, the arms reach up. And then exhale and forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose, the flat back. And exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank position. You can have your knees lowered or lifted for chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Now bring your feet together, come onto the balls of your feet, and reach your left leg up in the air. Exhale the right heel down. Lift your left leg as high as you can, and then exhale, bend your knee, draw your heel to the glute. Inhale, reach the leg away. Exhale, heel to the glute. Maintain that 5-7 breathing. And keep pressing equally into both hands. Both shoulders are stable. 2 more. Now extend that leg as far as you can, square the hips, and then lunge that foot all the way through to the fingertips. Spin the back foot flat. We have a nice long stance here. So 4.5 feet, heel to arch alignment this time. Come up through warrior 1, open hip and shoulder to the left for warrior 2. We're going to move in and out of dynamic side angles. So inhale, extend through the arms, push into the ball of the foot, press the outside edge of the heel away, and feel that front knee move towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Good. Inhale here. Exhale for 7 as you bring the left forearm to the thigh. Sweep the right arm up and over the head. Inhale, come back up for 5. Maintaining that 5-7. See if you can exhale to the ankle. Top arm up and over the head for extended. Inhale, come up. Exhale, see if you can get to the floor. On the inside of the foot, top arm over the head, fingers can be in a finger stand. Inhale, come up. Good. Decide which one of those 3 felt best and then stay there. So you're lengthening the waist to get into it and then pressing down into either forearm or fingertips. And now reach that top arm over the head. Again, same thing like we started. Pinky finger rotates to the floor, head of the shoulder into the socket, and bend into your front knee just a little bit more. So even though you're bending into the knee, you're not going to collapse in the pelvic area. You're still going to keep what we call inner body lift. And that bottom arm is pressing into knee, knee pressing into arm, and navel's rotating deeply to the right. Maintain this either with a gaze at the horizon line or up at the inner arm. Press to the outside edge of the back foot just a little bit more. 1 more breath. Good. Fingertips to the floor. Turn the left toes in. Come into wide foot spreading posture. Take your hands onto your glutes, slide them all the way down, and then hold on to the ankles. Elbows point out to wide, crown of the head reaches towards the earth. Breathe your 5-7 breath here and take that navel in and up under the rib cage. Shoulder heads draw away from the ears, tips of the shoulder blades hug down the back. Chin is in. Good. Now fingers in a finger stand. Lift your chest halfway up. Turn your left toes to a slight angle so that when you bend your knee, you're bending into the same direction as the knee. Or your toes are in the same direction as the knee. And now walk your hands towards that knee. And then you can, if you want, you could roll to the inner edge of the foot, or you can just keep that foot flat, but we're stretching deeply into that left inner thigh. And this should feel really good after that long pyramid we did. 1 more here. Come off of it. Turn your left toe straight. Pivot on the ball of your back foot for high lunge position. Fingers in a finger stand. Bend the front knee. Again, send the heart forward. So be willing to lift the heart and collarbones here. Get a nice long stretch through those flexors, through the psoas, and then step the back foot forward. Standing forward fold. Soften for just a moment. Inhale to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up. Press equally into both feet. Arms reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Rest for just a moment. Find the symmetry. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose, flat back. And exhale, step or lightly hop back to down dog. Again, we're going to bring feet together, balls of the feet. Inhale the right leg up this time. Exhale the left heel down. Inhale the right leg as high as you can. And then we're going to bend the knee, draw the heel to the glute. Inhale, lengthen the leg away. See if you can do this with your 5-7 breathing. One more here. Now square the hip, send that foot forward to the fingertips, so 4 or 4.5 feet, heel to arch alignment, setting up for warrior 2, come up through warrior 1, open hip and shoulder to the left. Now here, we're really gonna move into that side angle pose. So activate the arch of the front foot, lift the toes, press to the outside edge of the back foot. Heart is long, arms are extended. And watch that knee, you wanna really make sure it stays moving towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale for 5 here. Exhale for 7 as you bring the right forearm down, left arm up and over the head. Starting there, don't drop into that bottom shoulder. Inhale, come back up. 7 as you reach for the ankle. Inhale, back up, 5 counts. And 7 as you reach for the floor. Fingertips can be down. Inhale, come back up, and then go to the same place you went to on the other side. So lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And sometimes we have those imbalances in the body. That's okay. We're going to work it equally here today. Top arm over the head, palm facing down. Pinky finger rotates towards the floor. Navel to the left. Lean back with your chest. Bottom arm presses into leg, leg presses into arm. That seal gives you a little more stability, and then challenge that front knee. Get that right angle. Don't drop the pelvic floor though. Keep a little lift there, that slight mula bandha. And gazes at the horizon or up at the inner arm. Very nice. Fingertips to the floor. Turn the right toes in. Come into wide foot spreading posture, hands to the hips, slide them down the ankles and hold onto the ankles, elbows out wide. You can even draw yourself a little closer to your thighs. Make sure you don't sink into your heels. Bring your body weight forward slightly in the balls of the feet. Keep hollowing out your belly, on the bottom of the exhale. You've got the benefit here of gravity to assist you. Last one. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift halfway up. Turn your right toes to an angle now as you bend the knee. You want to have it similar, and then you're going to walk over towards that foot. You can either roll to the inner foot of your left, lifting the outer edge, or keep the foot flat. Either one is fine, but you're going to really stretch deeply into that inner groin. Separating that tension that may have built up from earlier. And then slowly come back. We're going to turn the right toe straight, pivot on the ball of the back foot, fingers in a finger stand for high lunge. And again, we want to really feel that heart come forward. This will help to soften the hips a little bit, but we're not going to lose that pelvic floor. Nice and firm. And then from here, we're just going to step back for downward facing dog. Take a moment in down dog. Bring knees to floor. And have the crown of your head face the front. Fingertips lined up with the tops of the shoulders, elbows squeeze in towards your side. Pubic bone, tops of the feet ground here, and actually feel the knees grounding as well. And we're just gonna lift up halfway for cobra. So inhale, chest lifts halfway up, meaning low ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, turn your cheek to one side and come down. Repeat that again. Inhale, halfway up, low ribs stay on the floor. And exhale, come down. So let's do that with your breath now. Inhaling for a count of 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Inhale 5. Exhale 8. Don't squeeze your glutes. Keep going up till 5-10. This time you're at 9. Maintain 5-10 for a few more rounds. Last one here. And now you can keep your cheek turned so that the right cheek's down, arms relaxed by your side. Relax everything, glutes, legs, sacral area, low back. Whole body softens. Notice your belly breathing into the earth. Fill your kidneys with breath. And turn your cheek to the other side. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up into seated position. Bring your hips to one side and bring your legs out from underneath you. We're going to begin in Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together. If you need to prop your sit bones up, you certainly can put them on a blanket or bolster. But with the soles of the feet together, hands beside the hips, you're going to scoot your pelvic floor forward so you have as much of an anterior tilt to the pelvic floor as possible. Hands on top of the feet. Elbows are going to squeeze into your side as the sternum is pulled forward through the shoulders. And then chin in, neck long. If you'd like, you can even close your eyes now. So just for a few breaths here, feeling this long, extended spine. Notice the almost natural application of Treta Bandha, the lifting of the pelvic floor, the navel, the chin drawing in. Enjoy the ability to sit straight. And last one here. And now if you want, on your exhalation, begin to move forward into the forward bend. And try your best to maintain that straight spine. If the elbows happen to get into the inner thighs, you can push them down. Breathe deeply here. Again, navel hugs back on exhalation. One more. And then slowly come up. So we're going to take what feels like this cheerleader stance. So we're making like a right angle with our front leg, and then like a right angle with our back leg. You can flex the feet for supporting the knees. And we're going to start with our upper body over that left leg. So it's very much like a pigeon pose here, but it's a modified version. Fingers in a finger stand, heart lifts. And then as you exhale, you're going to just let your upper body melt over that front leg. And you could just soften till you feel comfortable. And breathe deeply here. One more. And then press into the hands, come back. You're going to go to the center here. So as you exhale, you're going to keep the fingers in a finger stand and let the heart come forward over the center to the best of your ability. And then come back up to center. Now we can turn over our right leg. You might not get a lot of forward bending there, that's okay. But even if you can extend a straight spine and then maybe tilt down just a little bit, but there's more of a rotation happening here, and we get into this outer hip, which is an area we don't usually access. Keep the feet flexed. And then slowly release and come back to center. We'll switch sides. So again, you're going to make, it's like a box shape almost. So a right angle with the right, and then a right angle really with the left as much as possible. Good. And feet are flexed to protect the knee. Start with your navel over the right leg, and then slowly walk down. Fingers in a finger stand if you'd like. The heart dips and soften into the fold. Just keep giving in to sensation. Maintain that long exhale. And then slowly come up. You're going to go to the center. Fingers in a finger stand. Keep the feet flexed. And then just dip down in the center. You might feel this in different areas depending on where you hold your tension. And then slowly come back up from the center. And again, you might not get a lot of forward folding in the last one, but you're going to feel that rotation, spine is extended, and hopefully get a little bit of a stretch there into the hip. Last long breath. And then gently release that. Let's straighten the legs for just a moment if you need to give a little bit of a rub to the knee joints in one circle and then in the other circle. And we'll come onto our backs. If you want, you can put socks and sweaters on now to help your body temperature cool down slowly. And we'll start with the knees to the chest. So whenever you're ready, come down. Spine is long. And then holding onto your shin bones, you're going to push your right knee away while you hug the left knee into your chest and turn your left cheek into the mat. And then switch. Push your left knee away, hug your right knee into your chest, turn your right cheek to the mat. And just keep going back and forth a few times, opening up, getting that nice little stretch for the neck. Good, and then bring both knees into the chest, head to neutral, arms into a T. Take the knees over to your left, but keep your knees as close to your chest as you can while you move into the twist. And then when you get into it, you can rotate navel to the right and look over the right shoulder. One more here. Keep surrendering your belly. And then come back to center. We're going to do the other side. And knees into the chest as close as you can. And then take the knees over to the left. And when you're ready, arms out into a T. Gaze over the left arm or hand. Surrender your belly on each exhalation. And then finally come back to center. One last final hug right in the center. If you want, you can even lift your forehead towards your knees and then release everything down. And we can prepare for Shavasana, extending the legs long to the floor, palms face up. If you have an eye pillow, place that over your eyes or a light piece of material. And then feet a little wider than hip distance, toes roll out to the side. We're gonna take 3 sighs through the mouth. So instead of it just being air, it's gonna be sigh with sound. So I'll demonstrate the first one and then we'll do 3. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, 3 of those. Deep inhale in. Clearing, inhale. And now just stay. So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. As the breath comes in, just start to move the thumb across the fingertips. Take your time. You can roll wrists and ankles. And without rushing, very gently draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And curl to your right side into fetal position, just resting for a moment on the side, arm under the head as a pillow. And then very slowly placing the hand into the earth, come back up into seated. If you can keep your head and neck heavy, eyes closed as you come up, that's ideal. And if you want to prop your sit bones up for a few moments here of meditation and pranayama. So simple cross-legged position. Once again, tall spine, relaxed body, hands onto the lap. So we're going to do some consistent, stable pranayama. We've been utilizing the extended exhale throughout the practice to really let go and calm. I'd like to leave you with some more of a sama-vritti practice, something that makes you feel very stable and balanced. So we're just going to utilize ujjayi breathing, which we are familiar with that as the ocean wave or whisper type sound. We're going to continue with the pattern of chest, ribs, belly on inhalation, and belly, ribs, chest on exhalation. And we're going to keep a steady rhythm. So our breath count is going to be 6 on inhale, 3 count pause at the top of inhale, 6 count exhale, and a 3 count pause at the bottom of exhale. And we're going to keep that pretty consistent. So take a full inhale and a full exhale here. And I'm going to count that for you. So on your next inhale, begin to breathe in chest, ribs, belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale. Hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold 3. Inhale 6. Hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold 3. Keep going. Inhale 6. Hold 3. Lower the chin, lift the pelvic floor, engaging 3 bandhas. Exhale 6. Release the head. Hold 3. Inhale 6. Lie 3 bandhas. Lift the head, exhale 6. Hold 3. Inhale 6. Hold 3 bandhas. Exhale 6. Hold 3, engage bandhas. Inhale 6. Hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold out 3 bandhas. Inhale 6. Hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold 3 bandhas. Inhale 6. Hold 3 bandhas, and you can maintain bandhas throughout the next 6. Exhale 6. Hold 3, maintain bandhas. Inhale 6. Hold bandhas, hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold 3, maintain. Inhale 6. Hold 3. Exhale 6. Hold 3. Release. Release the chin lock. Easy inhale, easy exhale. Rest and stability. All the changes around us, all the movement. And we stay anchored in the seer, the witness, that which is unchanging, eternal, always conscious. Nitya. So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. And draw your chin to your chest, bring your hands to your heart. And just returning to that feeling of peace. And remembering our intention. What is it that we can let go of? So that we have that clarity, we have that stability. Calm, tranquility. And just trust that you received what you could receive from this practice, and let the rest go. And take a deep inhale in, and a long exhale out. Another deep inhale in for one long Om. Namaste.